All right, everyone, good afternoon. Welcome back. We'll now begin the NC State portion of our press conference for today. If we could begin with an opening statement from Coach Moore, please.
Well, first, congratulations to Longwood on a great season. And, man, they had some people that could score the ball. Some matchup problems with Smith and McMccann. And, of course, today, the other Smith stepped up big too. So they had a lot of weapons, and so they've had an awesome season. Congrats to them. Proud of our kids. We had streaks kind of, but we've been off a couple of weeks, so I think it was good to get back out there and be able to get a little momentum, a little confidence going, and so I thought we did that in stretches. And I know the first half, Raina, I think, was 6 for 6 from the field and did a great job helping us get off to a good start. And then the second half, Chiquilla had a bunch of big offensive rebounds and knocked down a couple of threes. But there were so many people that contributed, and that's what you need this time of year. You need a lot of depth, and I think we have that, and we have a lot of people that can step up on a given day. So 5 people in double figures, and two more just right outside of it. So it's exciting to see that this time of year.
Okay, at this time we'll open the floor up for questions for the student athletes. First, you're not allowed to videotape in the room. You can take still photographs. If you would like to ask a question for the student athletes, please raise your hand and wait until you have the microphone to ask your question. Let's start right up front here.
Raina, yesterday both Kayla and Kai said that this time of year you guys want to throw the first punch. You don't want to have to come from behind. You kind of got off to a good start. Were you looking to establish and try to get something going early, or was it just something that happened?
It was kind of just something that happened. I kind of just take my shots as they come. I try not to force anything, but if I'm open, I'm going to take it.
Other questions for the student athletes? Can we get to Jonas over there?
This is for either player. How big was it to see the the bench players come up and contribute in a big way in this first round game?
Chiquilla, could you answer that, please?
I think our team is really deep, and it's great to see our bench players, or I wouldn't even say that because anybody on our team could start, but it's great to see them come out, contribute, and just keep the dice rolling.
Can we go in front to Mitch here, please?
Raina, you guys had a stretch at the end of the second quarter where you went on a 19-2 run. That was after a media timeout, after Longwood had kind of cut it to 4, I think. What kind of got into you guys? What was said during the timeout to kind of spark you?
We just want to take the lead and, try to stretch it, but I think we were just in our heads. We missed a lot of shots. We didn't get back, but we just tried to stretch the lead, honestly, and wanted to come out strong and just dominate the game. So.
Other questions for the student athletes? Let's go here and then we'll go there.
This is for either player. Now that y'all have taken care of business today, how bit of a relief is it to know that, regardless of whatever the outcome was in the earlier game, you've got a familiar face coming up on Monday?
Chiquilla, could you answer that, please?
Well, first, I definitely think, it was early in the season when we played Kansas State, so, things have changed, but it's good that we'll have, film on our game before to work on it.
Do you have questions?
It's for either player. You guys have played a lot of games in this building in front of big crowds, but you haven't had that opportunity to play an NCAA tournament game here. Just what was that experience like in that atmosphere today?
Raina, could you answer that, please?
It was good. I mean, I love playing here at Reynolds. I think we had a sold-out game today, so it was nice. It was fun. I mean, last year we didn't really get to play here, like you said, and it was COVID. So it's nice being here for the first round and the second round too.
Any other questions for the student athletes? Let's go back in front to Mitch, please.
For either one of you, today was your 30th win. That's a program record. Did you guys know that? What does that mean? Is that kind of another box checked on the season?
Chiquilla, I think it's your turn.
Well, I didn't know that. But it's great, we come out every day playing hard and, we like to. I guess we're making history, so we just want to keep doing that and keep playing our game.
Any other questions? Okay, let's go to Gene over there.
Yeah, this is for Raina. Can you remember the last time Coach sat down on the bench? And when he sat down with you, what was he telling you?
Honestly, no, I can't remember a time when he sat down, but he was just talking about how they take charges and we should know better than to get a charge called on us. But he was just making fun of us, telling us we need to listen to him.
They don't trust me.
Any other questions for the student athletes? Once, twice? Oh, wait, in the back, Lindsay. Raise them high if you're in the back, please.
I don't want to spoil anything in case you haven't brought this out yet, but Coach said yesterday that there was a motivational tactic he was going to use. Have you brought that out yet, Coach?
Yeah.
The step?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we've been using it.
a lot.
Yeah. So what did you think about the step and that visual?
Jakia, could you comment on that, please?
I actually love it. I'm glad that the step is there because sometimes I find myself jumping forward. So just seeing that step there, just know that we got to take it one game at a time and not rush anything.
Raina, could you comment on that?
No, yeah, I agree with Kia. I mean, I like the step too. It just allows us to focus on that game and not look ahead. But yeah, I like the step.
Any other questions for the student athletes? Okay, ladies, you're excused. Thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you.
You had 5 offensive rebounds in the second half. See what you can do when you want to. Yeah.
All right, at this time, we'll go ahead and open it up for Coach Moore, and let's just start with Jonas over there.
Coach, I asked the players obviously about the bench with 46 bench points today, and it wasn't just Diamond and Jada and Camille. You got some players who've never played on this stage before. Can you just comment on getting them that experience in this first round and the way they contributed today?
Yeah, again, we got some talented young players. It's been tough because the COVID thing changed everything. You got Raina, KJ, Kai. They would not even be here if it wasn't for that extra year, and those freshmen would really be playing a bigger role. But it's good to get them any experience we can. And again, I'm excited about them. And but then, as you mentioned, you got Diamond Johnson, Jada Boyd, Camille Hobby came in, and did a great job as well. So I do think that's a difference for us this year. I think, we got talent and we got experience, but we also have that depth, and we got a lot of people that on a given day can come in and give us a big lift.
Other questions for Coach Moore? Can we go over here, please?
Wes, with a gutsy team like Longwood, the way they played Thursday and coming in, how much can you appreciate as a coach the challenge that they presented early to really get your team, to kind of see it in reality and get going?
I've been doing this a long time, and you see that. Obviously, we're the higher-seeded team. We're supposed to win, whatever. So you come out and you get off to a great start. I think we were up 15-5, for instance. And then, I think the mentality is, oh, yeah, we got this. We knew it was going to be this way. And then all of a sudden, they get a couple offensive rebounds. They hit a couple of threes. And all of a sudden, you got a 4-point game. And that's what we talked about there. Second half, we wanted to come out. And then at that first media timeout, we had done a great job. And I reminded them, this is kind of where we were to start the game. Let's don't let up. Let's don't give them an opportunity to get back in this thing. So, I agree. They're a scrappy team. They got some kids out there that are really talented and can score the ball. So, you're glad to get the win and move on. And, we know a long path ahead of us, but we're focused on one step at a time. So, hopefully we can continue to do that.
Let's go back up front right here.
Akila had 31 the other night. What did you guys do defensively on her to 4 for 14?
Yeah, we just you debate there. What do you do? Do you put Elise on her, or do you put our 4-player on her, even though she posts up a lot? And we prepared a few different ways, but really the main thing is we just told Jada Boyd, try to keep it out of her hands, and so get on top of her and deny down the lane and that sort of thing. And then when she does get it, let's make sure help's ready to dig on it a little bit. If she puts it on the floor, usually she puts it on the floor, tries to go around you. So focused on trying to get a lot of help in the gaps and stuff on her as well. But great player, she had, I think, 8 offensive rebounds the other night, so our kids did a pretty good job of keeping her off the glass. That always helps too, because usually offensive rebound leads to points one way or another.
Let's go back front to Mitch.
Yeah, Coach. Either way, if you won this game, it was going to be a rematch, for Monday's game.
How about that?
Those games were kind of a long time
They
ago.
were.
November, December. Can you take anything away from those, or is this just a totally new scout?
Well, yeah, you can always take stuff away, and we had all week, so we've prepared for all the teams pretty much. So we put obviously a lot of clips together of their more recent games, and then we've also clipped our game with them, and yeah, we could take a lot from that. And it's a tough matchup down there on the block. She scored 61 against Oklahoma. That's scary. And then if they're hitting threes around her, it's really tough. So, same thing. We'll try to prepare a few different ways in case she's, just going off on us one way. Then hopefully we can give them a different look. But she's a great player, I tell you, and going to be a big challenge for us. They got some they're kind of young on the perimeter, but they got a lot of kids that can really shoot the three. So that's what worries you is when they got that inside-out combination. That's how we try to be. That's the way we want to be. So they're built similar to us, and she's a tough matchup.
Do we have a question in the back? Okay, if you're in the back, please raise your hand high so I can see it. Thank you.
Okay, Coach. Diamond Johnson and Jada Boyd off the bench, 12 points each. And Diamond scored 8 of her 12 in the second quarter. Same quarter, you guys went on a 23-6 run to beat them. Can you just speak about how both of them have meant to you, how much both of them have meant to you off the bench this season?
Yeah, Jada Boyd. I just think the last month or so she's been playing unbelievable. Really taking her game to another level, playing a lot harder, competing a lot better. And it's just, she's fun to watch. I mean, you see her sky in there and get an offensive rebound, make a play on defense. She's special. And then with Diamond, same thing. We're blessed to have both those kids and them being willing to accept a role and being unselfish and just, again, loving being on this team and their teammates and, being unselfish and selfless. We're very blessed. So, yeah, those are 2 players that when you bring them in, you can really take off and explode. And I've said before, it's not a spark they give us; it's a bonfire. And so again, that's the difference this year. Last year we lost KJ in the first game of the tournament, and we weren't really prepared for that. This year, we got some other people that if somebody gets in foul trouble or having an off day, somebody else can pick up the slack and help us keep going.
Any other questions for Coach Moore? All right, Coach, thank
All
you
right,
very
thank
much.
you.
Appreciate it. Congratulations. We'd like to remind you that tomorrow at 1:25, that's when NC State will be available again tomorrow. Longwood should be in here momentarily.